Blues Matters, the Chicago Blues Festival 2025. And we have
Lady Batise.
Lady Batise. Tell us about you, Dr. Reay. How did you get into music?
Well, I love music. I love music, and I have been ignorant to so that bars of music. My music more like my social life. How is it? And my family, they are into music. You're so inclined, and that's why they play the percussion. I had aunties that, they create the piano, the guitar. Some of my aunties, including my grandmother, had formed a female body. So back in that time, it was named in the 70s, early 50s, but during a time when it's doo-wop, that type of music was really hot at that particular generation, during that particular generation. And so, I just ended up loving it. And then as I began to go and spend time with my father's side of the family, his mother, who introduced me to the blues. And she would play, this her favorite thing on the weekend. She played blues, she drank her beer, she smokes a cool cigarette. So we knew, yes, when the weekend comes, what was going to happen? The blues, the beer, cigarette. But we had such a good time. And I remember being a little girl, one of the things that we would do is when the blues on, like B.B. King, Bobby Blue Black, Colin Taylor, Lil Walter, so who else is that? Willie Dixon. It was just so many. Denise was staying on all of them would be on. And, we stayed in the projects on the west side of Chicago. So we would go on the porch and swing. It was a dance. So we would swing on and get it. And when she said, hey, I'm a little girl, I said, hey, right along with her. Because we just having that bonding, as a grandmother and granddaughter. And then, so I'm pretty began to want to learn about music. So I got more creative with writing. I love to write.
Yep.
So I began to write a lot of songs. Like stories became songs, poems became songs. So it was just all in me to do that, And then when I became older, I did join the choir. I joined community choirs, different things like that. People around the neighborhood knew I liked to sing. I love music, so they would always put me in this spotlight. My nickname is Tracy. Sing a song. So they put me in the spotlight. I don't know if you know the song name, not the song, but it's a movie named Breathe with John Travolta. Yeah, so they want me to sing one of the songs. And they put me in the spotlight. I was like, okay. And I just began to start singing every song on the soundtrack. And set it out, but that was one of the things that I did. And then when I became older, I was married. I was still married. And my father-in-law, he was a blues man. Everybody in his neighborhood called him the blues man. He will play is blues. So, when they have barbecues, I went to one that with only youngest one in the crowd that would disappear and go down where his father is at and pull up a chair and listen to the blues. And he would say, you don't want to be with the other people. I said, no, I'm fine out here. So I'm just into it, so that was and to hear him, because he stayed right across the alley from me. So some weekends he would get up and play his blues, but he knew how to rock out like Bobby Woodland, if you know who he is, right? And he knew it. He was to a T. He didn't miss a note, and I can hear him way across the alley, and you do that ground like Bobby Woodland. And I said, yeah, his name is Tough. That's Tough. He's doing the blues. So like I try to growl in the kitchen, because I'm in the kitchen cooking or whatever, or around the house. And from there, I just wanted to learn how to do that growling. So I ended up learning, getting more involved with music, taking music theory, I got more involved with different other things, like gigs and people hired me to do gigs. So it really gave me that exposure, um, and gave me a chance to study more how to use the dynamics, how to use the notes, different things. I would test. Sometimes I'm scaring somebody because I'm like, is there somebody is okay? But that's me learning how to exercise, use my vocals. And of course, I took up some vocal lessons. At the school on 87. Well, it used to be on 87 in a Dan ride named Music Jack. And it was a twin brothers, both twin brothers named Franklin, with a family name, last name is Franklin. And they opened up a music school. So I took up some vocal lessons. I also took, learn how to play bass. So so I was familiar, with bass line and learning how to play the piano. So I just started to just get more involved. So, and I love all kinds of music. Don't get me wrong, but blues is one of my favorite. Gospel, R&B, the good R&B, not just stuff that, I'm sorry, I don't understand, but I love the good R&B, like Motown and all this stuff. I love that kind of music. So that's the type of stuff that I wrote, listening to.
And being on stage itself, when did you first go on stage?
Ooh. A stage that big, used to be the very first time we ever been on a professional wise here in Chicago. But this I was nervous, very nervous. And just I know there's something God blessed me to do. He blessed me to have this gift, this talent to share with the world, to share with everybody. And I love the idea that you can share because it's nothing like sharing. I think stingy don't work too well because you can't go nowhere with it. So why not share? So I just love the idea of it. And then I go on the stage and I see the people, the love that they have that just pours out.
Yes.
And I just take it back and I'm like, I want to give it back to you because you're giving me that same love. And I'm going to give it back to you. So the experience of being on stage is just awesome. It's mind-blowing because I never thought there's somebody like me who I was just telling one of the other artists that the other part of me is I'm a shy person. Don't see why I got to see it tonight. But, and so music always been one of the things that I always been involved with. But to see myself actually getting out there and doing something I never imagined myself to do, it's just a blessing. It's amazing. It's mind-blowing too, in a good way.
So is your persona on stage different from...
Yeah, different than, my neighbors calling me and say, hey, sing Reese on the soundtrack, John Fulton, anything from there. It is different. But I think it just got me, it prepped me and prepared me for a time like this. Yeah.
And what blues mean to you?
Well, blues good. And it has different meanings. But I think it's a way of us expressing our thoughts, expressing what's going on this side, connecting with someone else that can relate to what's going on, and then vice versa. I think it's testimony because if you want, like me, I'm a songwriter, so that's what I do. So if I'm writing a song, it's something that connects. It's something that's universal, some type of way somebody can relate. Say, yeah, I know what she's saying in that song, but what he's saying in those words is written down. So it is, it's just another way of us expressing, but we are connecting at the same time.
Right. And what about stage craft? How did you learn that?
The Blue Fall, my husband father, that's to go right back to him. My grandmother, she always told me to just be myself. Mm-hmm. And so you're fine. You don't try to be anybody else. Just embrace who you are It's okay. You're going to make it. You're going to manage. But I'm just glad that I had a very good support system. As a child, don't get me wrong, you're going to have haters, but you appreciate the haters because you're looking at it like, I can do better. I'm not trying to compete with you, but I can do better than what I'm doing. And I'm going to see if that can work. And if it doesn't, then just a lesson I'm learning, you know.
When did that moment come to you?
Oh, God. I got to say when I was like in my high school years, that's when I really started to understand.
And who's an influence? So what is there something out here?
If it was an influence in the museum?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I got a long list like Santa Claus. It's like, you know, it was good and naughty. I think all of them good. But so it's a long list. I could start with Aretha Franklin. I could start with Denise LaSalle, Coco Taylor. To be honest, I love her music. I could start with, this one I want to say because it's a blessing that that Jackie and Janine had thought of me to do this song, and y'all just that gonna make me cry. And I'm wearing mascara, so but it's just a blessing because I didn't know. You know, it's something when somebody can see some good in you, and then they just bring it out. And I believe that's what happened on tonight. It brought out something else that was good in me. So when I did, I and my husband tell you, I sing around the house. It was just time because I did enough at home that I needed to share it out there on the stage tonight. So when Jackie and Janine had picked me and chosen me to do this, oh my God, they see me. I thank you all so much. Well, yeah, don't give up on your dreams. It don't matter what age you are. I thought that was the enemy, and I'm over a certain age. I ain't gonna say right now. But, you know, don't give up on your dreams and your vision because it's still there for a reason. It's still there.
Next. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
What happened?